So in our last couple posts, we've talked about this idea of creating seeds. We said just grab your instrument, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just play the first thing that comes out. And the first thing that came out that we've been tinkering with for the last couple posts is this idea. And what I want to look at now are some methods we can use to take an idea like that and just extend it, create some variations of itself, add some contrast. Now, how can we create contrast? We could treat it like just a music theoretical Sudoku puzzle. Just write down everything that we're playing and try to use some rules of music theory to create some variation of it. I do not recommend that. I recommend we should always be creating from the heart and from the ears. And I find it easiest to create the variations at this more or less the same time that I'm creating that seed. So Friday night I came up with that seed idea, and within the first few minutes of that idea, I started tinkering around with some variations. And I'll play two of the variations that I really liked. Variation 1. So this variation seems to go along quite naturally with our original seed idea. Why? Any musical idea comes with a huge number of musical elements. We've got things like the tempo and the rhythm and the pulse and the harmony. What chords are we playing? The harmonic rhythm, how fast the chords are moving around. We've got the melody, like the up and downness. We've got the dynamics, we've got the instrumentation, we've got the timbre, we've got the meter, we've got all these different musical elements. And when I compare this guy to this guy, the only difference between those two variations are the underlying chords versus, but everything else, the rhythm, the pulse, the melodic contour, the dynamics, all those other things are the same. So this is one method we can use for creating a contrasting section in a piece of music. Imagine all the different musical elements involved, pick one or two, hold all the other elements fixed, and try to just change one or two dimensions. Now I want to play a different variation that I came up with that same night, which went like this. Again, there's a lot in common between that new variation and our original. But I was varying different musical elements. And in this case, I was varying 3 different musical elements. First, we used the same chords, but we changed our register. We went from a high octave down to a low octave. But it's the same chords. So that's the first thing we did, shifted the octave. Second thing, I introduced a new chord. The original guy just bounced back and forth between 2 chords. But in our variation, we throw in an extra chord at the end. New chord. The third difference is that our original seed was in 4/4 time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But this guy's tricky. He's in 7/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So if you have a seed for a musical idea, you can develop that seed, you can grow it, you can create contrast. And to create contrast, I recommend imagining all the different musical elements involved in your piece. And think about just picking 1 or 2 of those elements. Hold all the other elements fixed and try varying those 1 or 2. In the next post, we're going to push this idea even further. I'm going to start talking about storytelling from the point of musical composition. See you then.